conversation, baby. Call it Mr. Conversation, baby. They call it Mr. Conversation, baby. Come sit in this hot seat, latest information, baby. Hit up to the streets, can't come pay so versatile. Trying to keep up, it's gonna take a while. Talk game so wild style. Just tune in, let them run you down. They call it Mr. Conversation. Come sit in this hot seat, latest information.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy EJ, aka Mr. Conversation. Yes, sir. You are tuned in to the hot seat with your boy EJ Thomas. And I have two beautiful, talented, extraordinary young women with me today. And their names are Elise and O'Shawn. What's up? What's up? And you know, I got to do right by y'all. I didn't give y'all applause for a second. So that's what we're going to have to do. So we're going to stop this music, right? And we're going to make sure that they get the applause that y'all deserve. All right, that's enough of that. So, first and foremost, let me let y'all know right now, anybody who's tuned into this, there will be some controversial opinions. This is the hot seat. They're sitting on it and they have agreed to tell it like it is, or at least their perspective of how it is, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so like I tell everybody, right? Feel free to comment and enjoy, because I enjoy the back and forth. So I'm gonna be posting your guys' comments out there and everything like that. So please make sure that you like and share, okay? And also subscribe too, but you know, make sure you share this out here so people can hear this, because we're gonna talk about some shit today. All right. So we're gonna switch over to, we're gonna talk about loyalty, right? Now, the main subject of this show is loyalty is not just for your partners. You feel me? Now, this is very difficult for me personally, because I've dealt with a lot of this even recently, where I felt like my friends quite haven't had my back. So this is how I came up with this title. A lot of people feel that loyalty is just for like your partner. It's just for your significant other, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever that you like to smash. Like it seems like it's the only time loyalty matters if you stick your dick in them. And I'm like, no, it's way more than that. So just to expound on it a little bit, Elise, why don't you go first? Talk to me, man. Tell me how you feel about this subject right here.
I feel like people say that loyalty is only for your partners because they don't want to take accountability for not being loyal.
We done already got to that word. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. They don't want to take it.
They don't want to take accountability for being loyal. People don't want to put extra on their plate at the expense of themselves for others. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I just feel like people don't want to show up for people. They just want to use people. Mm-hmm. So they don't treat people right. They don't do right by people, and they still expect for people to be right by them. And that's not right either.
Not at all. What about you?
Well, just to kind of piggyback off of what she said, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, okay, loyalty is important, not in just relationships, but in friendships. Because with friendships, like she said, people don't want to take accountability. And so in friendships, they be like, oh, I don't owe her no loyalty, or I don't owe her. That's just the reason to like go do what you want to do. In relationships, okay, yeah, being loyal, like, yeah, no cheating, this, that. But it's more than that too. Like, okay, I don't need you to text nobody. I don't need you talking about no other woman. None of that. So, I mean, that's kind of to sum it up. But
so personally, I went through some things recently. I feel like my friends, some of my friends haven't had my back the way that I've had their back. I definitely know that I'm the person they can call if something happens. If my partner needs somebody to come pick him up from jail, I can get him. If he need to be picked up somewhere, if my homegirl, you know, is in a situation, I'll come help with that too. But I just feel like sometimes that loyalty hasn't been reciprocated. So if I'm putting out a 10 effort from you, I feel I should get a 10 effort.
Exactly.
Now we all have different things that we bring to the table in any type of relationship. Mm-hmm. Even in a friendship, there's the smart one. There's the
The funny
The
one.
the funny one, the one with the influence, the one that might be a doctor, so she can get you, different things. But I just feel like when it's time for me to ask for a favor, or when it's time for me to say I need something, I need some help. Okay, I can't always be the rock.
No one's there.
They don't. Also, I've also been looking at it from a business perspective. People aren't loyal to business deals anymore. There used to be a time where we could shake each other's hands. And that was it.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. I could be like, hey, my brother, I'm going to the store right now. I know you ain't got no money, but I'm going to go ahead and grab this for you. Get it back to me in a week.
Right.
I knew it was coming. Older I get, stuff like that. Why do we shouldn't have to have business, right? 10 business deals for something as simple as, can you show up to the club tonight and do a song?
Right.
We shouldn't have to do that. You should know your money is coming. I should know you're going to show up on time doing what you're doing, but we don't have any. To me, that's a form of loyalty also. You keeping your word as a man. What y'all think about that? Start with O'Shawn.
Yeah, you're right about that. Cause I mean, just from my perspective too, I seen like, okay, with my own friends, I had to let go of some friends because when it came to my business and stuff, okay, everybody want to come to me for free hairstyles or a discount or something like that, or oh, I'm short on this, I'm short on that. But if you go to anybody else, you're gonna have that money. You're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to you or anything that you're doing or you don't accomplish or anything, I'm sharing it, I'm liking it, I'm posting you and all this stuff. But when it comes to me, you act like you don't see it. So that's when you gotta get cut off because it's not reciprocated. It's not balanced.
So let's bring that to the forefront. The support, right? This is a social media age now. Okay. Most people are probably watching from some sort of social media, whoever's gonna watch this episode. I wanna say this in the correct way. Support now is literally as simple as a share. Do you know how much money you can get if the right person sees your product or sees your show or sees something? If enough people like Charlemagne the God in this and say, hey man, this show right here, I love this show. You know what I'm saying? It's a good chance I can get a call.
Exactly.
But it's going to be people that's going to look at just they hear my name, or people that actually know me and just decide just not to share it for whatever reason. I get it. You can't share everybody's thing. I get it. Be going doing something for 6 months and share a single thing. You call yourself supporting them. Like you do hair. Is any type of businesses or what that you, ma'am?
Oh, I do makeup.
Yes, ma'am. You do makeup. You know what I'm saying?
I make clothes.
Okay. Now, how long have we known each other?
For a little bit.
Literally, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What we doing tomorrow? What's our appointment for tomorrow?
Oh, at 3:30, I'm doing his daughter makeup for prom.
Already. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, she already had the hairstyle. Somebody else, man. I just want to let you know that. You know what I'm saying? But see, if I'm going to ask you to take your time to come and do something for me, you telling me, I'm always looking for some type of barter system to be able to whatever. You know what I mean? Hey, look, you do this, you can come on my show. Thank you for your time. You giving me an hour or two of your time. Bam, you getting money. You're still working your skill, but that is some money that you could possibly not have. You know what I mean? And I'm transferring it through in that. So I practice what I preach, y'all. I'm trying to say that that came in my mind. But that's a real problem that I have, man, because the only time I ever hear about loyalty is boyfriend, girlfriend, obviously husband and wife. Definitely get that. That's what you're supposed to do. Understand that. But what about our friends, man? What about these business deals? Before we move on to the next subject, man, either one of you got anything else that you want to say on that? Real quick, Matthew Collins says, I've been a mixture of smart and the funny one and sometimes the token one. Understood. Joey Roberts says, what's up? What's up, Joey? Anybody got anything else to say on that topic? Okay. All right. We're going to move to the next one, right? All right. This one, we're going to get a little spicy today, y'all. Okay. We're going to talk about this. There's a lot of things. If you're looking right now, it's on there. I'm not going to say it at this second, but there is a lot of things that I feel we could be in much better situations if we masturbated. Okay? Let me use the clinical term so y'all don't be on here. That's all he doing is talking about nasty stuff. But listen, post-nut clarity, right? This is a term that is came from, it seems to be when men and women masturbate, they seem to be able to make better decisions for some reason. I don't know why. And started researching and everything like that. What I found out is what post-nut clarity actually is your body releases different endorphins, oxytocin, which at sometimes can lead to like maybe attachment and love, but it also brings clarity to the mind. Okay, it helps you think straighter. They have literally been studies where people solve the problems, and whether it's Rubik's cubes, they play different board games and stuff literally after masturbation, and the majority of the time, I think it was like 82% of the time, the person actually performed better after masturbation. So I started thinking about it. Maybe I should apply that to my life. So it sounds crazy, but anytime I made a decision, hey, that's what I did. I don't care if it's I gotta talk to the woman, I gotta go, gotta go to Pornhub, X videos. Hey, my boy, what's your favorite website? X videos. That's what's up. What's up? X videos. That's all right. Perfect. X videos. That's what I had to. And then you know what? Then does that whatever decision I was about to make, does it still make sense now? And I'm telling you, sometimes it didn't. Sometimes it just seemed like sometimes something popped in my head. Was like, nah, there's a better way for that. Or you don't really need that or want that. You just really was just, think about it. Let y'all get in before I start talking too much. What's up? How y'all feeling about that? Sean, you go first. What's up?
I was thinking because I feel like post-nut clarity is mainly like a male thing in a way.
Okay.
But it also kind of makes sense. So like, okay, when you say you go lay in a bed with a woman. I just want to keep it cute. You go lay in a bed with a woman, right? And then y'all go ahead, y'all do what he do or whatever. And then you finish, you be like, okay, what did I just do or whatever? And then not only that, their energy is attached to you too. So now ain't no telling where your mind going after that. But I would just feel like if you masturbate and you go on and get that out the way, like you ain't got to worry about nobody other like energy. Like everything's clearer now. Like
regret later on.
Right.
Okay. What about you, ma'am?
I feel like post-nut clarity comes because people see other people as objects and not people. When you're out and about and you're looking at somebody, no one's first thought majority of the time is, ooh, that's somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with. They're
wait, I need you to say that again, because this is a big point that I bring up in a lot of issues. Say that again.
Most people are not like, ooh, that's somebody that I would want to be with for the rest of my life. A lot of people are just like, that's somebody I want to hit. That's somebody I want to do this to. And it's like, once you do that with that person, you have no more use for them because your only objective of going after them was to get that, and you got it. So your mission is basically accomplished. So I feel like post-nut clarity wouldn't really be that big of a factor if people seen other people as people and not just something that you can get off on.
Definitely. I will offer a little bit of pushback on that because so in marketing, sex sells. And it's not just a physical thing with you and a single person. It's literally in everything that we do now. They literally have they're told to put as much sex as they can without it being obvious on things. I can numerous examples. Most men don't necessarily care about cars to the degree that a lot of us think they do, but they do it because they think the woman wants them to have that car. Cigarettes. When you look at the commercials, it's the skinny women sitting on the pool smoking them and things like that. Like they put it in everything. So if you want to look like her, you'll smoke a
And
Virginia
most
Slim.
people who smoke cigarettes don't even look like that.
Exactly.
They be around here like this. And I'm just tired of it, honestly.
Everything, even in our food now, you know, they're starting to put certain commercials and grocery shopping. They'll have a nice figured woman that's out there with the melon in her hand, and the come to Publix, these are national brands and things like that. They're literally not making us, but they are brainwashing us into that is part of every single thing that we do now. And it's like, wow. If you go and you look at the psychology of it, they literally have Q ratings. In order to be on certain shows, you have to look a certain way. You have to fit the parameters of what is considered to be a whatever male or this male, or if you look like this, you have to sit behind a desk and all of these things. It's crazy how much that this is, you know, Western society is based off of that.
I think that's more so of a people problem because society, like the marketing industry, they have been doing things to brainwash people. And we know that since the beginning of time, yet we still get brainwashed by them. So if we know that they're going to do this and we keep on falling to it, is it really their fault for making money off of our ignorance? Or is it on us to not be ignorant?
For me, it's a both. You know what I mean? For me, it's both. Now that I have the knowledge, it's my job to understand it, and then it's my job to try and teach people, tell people through the airwaves and things like this, which is what we're doing. But I will say it's hard to break from that conditioning.
True.
I honestly I'll be honest, you know, this is the hot seat. A lot of the reason why I just had my stomach surgery where I've lost 100 pounds is because of that. It's because I feel like I have to work 2-3 times as hard in what I do, even though I'm behind a desk and not on there. People assume when I'm trying to do movies and stuff like that, the roles that I'm offered is the fat friend. You know what I mean? Like I'm not getting the leading man role because I don't look a certain way. And that's just life. That's something I can't come back because they have the money and that's what they're going to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
But, you know, I know we veered off from a little bit from it, but I just do feel that because sex is so prevalent and sex is put in everything, that's why you need to have this type of clarity, and so you can combat it. And it's really easy. You know what I mean? If you really do what you got to do and you handle what you got to handle, all that temptation is out there, smorgasbord of in all different types of ways. It's much easier to handle, and you can move on about the situation. Now, Sean, let you get in on that a little bit more. What's up? Talk to me.
Still on the post-nut clarity, right? What I was gonna say an example, and I don't want to be TMI.
This the hot seat. This what we do over here now.
I just kind of experienced a male having post-nut clarity, and I'm not sure if it happens like in the middle of it or what's. But long story short, we were doing whatever, and like in the middle of it, like when he was getting ready to bust or whatever, he was just like, "What am I doing?" And then like when he finished, he was just like, okay, like I'm like,
oh, that nigga was married. That nigga was married. I'm telling you this right now. He was married. he was like, before that nut was about to come out, this is what he did. He had that shit out.
I mean, I don't think he married. He got somebody though.
Yeah, okay. He got a girl. I'm telling you this right now. If he doing that, you know what? This your first one, so I'm gonna leave you. I ain't gonna go as hard as I normally would. So I'm gonna, we gotta. Yeah. No, you don't care.
I don't care.
He went in from the back, wasn't he?
No, missionary.
Oh, see, he falling in love. Then that's what that was. He was looking in your face. That's what that was. He was. What am I doing? He about to catch feelings. Be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Be careful. You want to get rid of that one real quick because he hooked. But continue, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good. But yeah, that's just kind of when I realized, okay, so is this like a real? That's when I actually kind of realized, like, okay, post-nut clarity is a real thing. Like, okay, so you don't really care. Because after that, I promise you, I did not hear anything else. Like, it was just kind of like, but I don't know.
He trying to keep himself and fall in love. Great job, whoever that is right there. If you happen to hear this, great job. Stay away. Stay away. That means you don't need it. That means you probably shouldn't have been there in the first place. That's what that means, sir. I just want to let you know, sir. Right? Okay. I didn't want to assume because I don't know what anybody's. Want on the LGBT community. He said it was assumed it was a man. Why it always got to be a man? Okay,
Yeah,
anyway.
it was a man. It was a man.
I promise you, as y'all
You
do
know
this,
they ain't gonna jump down the throat.
Right.
Please,
yes.
You don't need them saying anything.
Yeah. Whatever, however you feel, that's how you feel. How you love what you love. Love everybody. So that's post nut clarity. That's what's up. Especially to my gentlemen, y'all need to reach for that more. Okay, reach for that lotion, that Jergens, that baby oil, that whatever. If you dry hand and ash it, whatever it is, whatever you do, reach for it more. Okay,
and find a picture of something that you really like instead of going to go find that person that you like.
Oh,
For
okay.
temporary fun.
Right. You know that you're not gonna call them back.
Exactly.
The fuck? Don't piss me off.
Okay, so I mean, since we here, I mean, okay, how do you feel about when men talk to you, but it seems like what they actually want is not you? You know what I mean? Like they're talking with you or whatever, but it seems like their actual preference is something that you're not.
I leave because I already know. Hey,
Niggas are not that clever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just be honest. They're not that clever.
I'm listening. I say
I'm
agreeing, but I'm listening.
A lot of women ignore the signs. You know if a nigga want to fuck with you or if he don't. Because he's either going to act like he do or he's going to act like he doesn't. It's that simple. A lot of women ignore the signs because they just want to fuck with the nigga. And they think that they're so good or their pussy is so good that the nigga is going to fall in love. And when he doesn't, you know, but he wasn't even treating you right before you even had sex with him. So that's you.
So so this is the ignoring red flags conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you're ignoring the flags. He's not treating you how you should be treated in the beginning, and it's only going to get worse, right?
Exactly.
Ooh, boy, better tell him. Now, see, y'all just heard that for a woman, and I did not coach that out of her. So for y'all who be talking about I be pandering, or for those who be talking about whatever, because I jump on both sides, she just told you exactly what be going on.
Literally.
What you got, Ozan? What's up?
I mean, she just pretty much took the words out of my mouth because that's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd have been in the same situation too before. A man walked all over me, and then he'll tell me like, "Oh, you should do this, or you should lose some weight, or you should look like this, you should do this." Whole time, you just want a woman that look like that. So when I'm actually looking like that, you don't want.
You're not gonna be enough.
It's not enough. Like,
because it was you from the beginning.
Exactly.
You just probably was available at the time.
Exactly.
That's what it be. You can't always be available for these niggas. Don't call them back.
Yeah.
So I will address this comment. Matthew comment, shout out to you, man. Because I'm gonna get to this. I don't like to do that. Well, men do it too, and women do it too stuff. But however, I do want to address that this conversation right now, I'm talking about females to male, but it does, like most things do apply to both sides. As a man, let me say this: if I'm single, if you don't like a fat nigga, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? If I'm, you know I'm big, okay? You know it right now, okay? So if you want a skinny, muscly dude that's 25 years old, you know what I'm saying? That's not me. I can't change my age. I can do something with my weight, but that's gonna take a long time now. Okay, so don't be expecting me to change that much. You know what you can expect me to do? You maybe can expect me to be a little nicer. Because I am what's called a reliable asshole. That is me. That is intrinsically who I am inside. I will never really change that. You know what I'm saying? But you can expect me to be a little nicer. You can expect me maybe to bend the rules on certain things. But my boundaries and who I am, 80% of us, we are who we are. Okay? It's that 20% that can fluctuate a little bit to different things. So don't get with a woman. Okay, you see your type of hairstyle that you have, right? If you a man that you don't like those type of hairstyles, right? Are those Bantu knots? That's what they call? Okay, cool. Don't get with her. If you a guy that if you like natural hair, don't get with her.
One more time.
If you like wigs,
right,
or if you have an issue with wigs, don't get with that. I'm sorry, no
if
disrespect.
you don't like your bitch to wear makeup,
okay, all right. Don't hide yourself. I want to see how you look normal though. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this: the makeup one is there's tastefulness and there is clown. You know what I mean? Don't be a clown. Okay. I would like for my lady to look somewhere similar to how she looks on a normal basis. Because, that's why I tell partners, hey, do a water date. You know what I mean?
The thing about it is, if you see a girl
Mhm.
and 90% of the time you see her with makeup, don't even talk to that girl.
Mhm.
Because she's going to wear makeup 90% of the time. She's been doing that before you. She's going to do it after you.
Okay.
Now, if you see her and she never wear makeup, you know what she look like. Okay, cool. Or if she wear makeup sometimes, then you can get a feel. And you can choose if you want to still be with her or not, depending on how she look with her makeup on.
Mhm.
But a lot of times, guys will see a girl and they've never seen her without makeup. They've seen her thousands of times every time she got makeup on. You know you don't like your girlfriend to wear makeup. Why you even step into her at all?
Okay. My only caveat would be sometimes you go for when you first see her, and so you don't know if that's normal or not. But once you find out, I'm with you 100%. Now, I think that's a really important question that people don't ever ask. Like, is that how you normally look? Is that what you want to normally have
They
on?
sure don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think that's an important question. And question for me, I mean, I talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? So a lady has to understand I'm gonna talk to a lot of people. I'm gonna talk to a lot of females. I'm talk to a lot of males. This is part of what I do like as a job. So sometimes, Lord have mercy, was that me? Sometimes I get a little drained sometimes. You feel me? So when I get home, I've had so many conversations that sometimes I'll be like, I ain't got it right now. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of understand this is what I do for a living. You know what I mean? You're doing radio, you're doing podcasts, you're doing music and talking with people and networking all day. I'm on the phone constantly all fucking day. Sometimes I ain't got it to have a 2-hour conversation about something that happened at work or something that, whatever. Like, you got to give me a little break. The same way other people have different breaks, might be a physical break they need, or, let's say somebody's a teacher or something, and them badass kids was getting on their nerves all day. Like, my nerves be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that's really important for me. So, I definitely get that. But yeah, so I will say we keep running past the red flags and things like that. And I think people need to also understand that it will only get worse.
Mm-hmm.
A person is going to show you who they are
Up front.
very early.
Literally.
Okay. That's why Steve Harvey did the 90-day thing. It wasn't necessarily about the sex. It was about learning the person. Normally the slips and the cracks will start in those 90 days, and you can see if those are levels that you want to deal with or not. Okay. You're gonna catch some lie in the first 90 days you with somebody. You're gonna catch them in something or her in something. Normally that's about how long, especially if you're in complete contact talking with each other every day. 3 months, you're gonna catch something. You're gonna find out if he really got kids, if she really got a man, if she really da. If you're doing your due diligence, you can find out within the 90 days window. And that's what that was for. It wasn't for just make sure you can do everything but have sex during the 90-day period. Nah, that wasn't exactly what it was meant for.
Right.
That was kind of tailored differently. So yeah. I'm glad we brought that up. Speaking of red flags, the next topic we're going to talk about is dating, right? What is the worst date that you have ever been on? Okay, could be you, could be him, could be her, whatever. You knew about this topic a little bit beforehand. Start with you, Osan.
I did. I didn't know which one to choose from.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Go ahead.
But no, I would have to say that the worst one was like, I don't know, this man. Okay, I think it was. I hate when people try to like fake, so because I be seeing like straight through that.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, he came all nice, like, okay, let me take you on a date.
Define nice to you.
How my type of nice, or how he came
off? How he came that you said was nice.
Oh, well, how he came off was just like, you're so beautiful. I want to take you out. I want to get to know you. Like, he was telling me about his daughter or whatever, and this, that, and the third. And I was just like, okay, well, maybe I could trust you enough to go out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't asked me to come to my house first or nothing like that. I was like, okay, cool. So we ended up going out to eat or whatever. And for one, he didn't look like his pictures to me. Like, that was the thing. Like, it was him, but it wasn't him. I don't know. Like, I don't know if he used a face or whatever that stuff called. I don't know, but it didn't look like him. But I was like, okay, well, we are here now, so let's just.
Okay, so we got to pause. We're gonna hit this. So first of all, the catfish. Do you feel?
Yeah, I feel like he did.
Okay, what was different from the picture?
His body. Like, I mean, I ain't the type.
No. It's the hot seat. Don't pull it back. Don't pull it back. Say it now. You thought he was buff?
Yeah, because he
was fat, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't fat. He was just like scrawny. Like,
oh, it was the opposite.
Yeah, it was like he was scrawny.
Okay, all right.
And like lanky and just like pole looking. But I was just like, I'm not judging because like
pole looking.
Yeah, like he didn't look like his pictures. He didn't have a haircut. Like it was just like.
Okay, so he came scraggly beard.
Yeah,
head Vegeta hairline.
Nice, but he didn't put his best.
Yeah, he didn't that. Yes, he didn't do his best because I was looking real good. Like we was getting compliments when I sat down. Like the lady was just like, "Oh, she's a very beautiful woman. Like y'all look really good." I was like, "Oh, baby, we don't. I do." But
okay, so y'all was 100 together, but you pulled 85% of it.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was pretty much it. And like the whole conversation, the conversations were cool, but by the time like the meal was over, he wanted to, you want to come to my house, you want to, drink, and I was just like, yeah, no, because I'm already not feeling. You already don't look like how you look. Like,
okay, so your main issue is he didn't look how he was supposed to look.
Yeah.
And then your second issue is he went straight into, trying to get that coder.
Yeah, because like it wasn't the same conversations that we were having through text and over the phone. It was like, okay, you just want to get straight to the point. Now we in person.
And my boy said, I put my time in over the phone. That's what he said.
That don't work. That don't count.
Okay. We'll come back to you in a minute. What's up with you? Elise, what's up?
Okay, so let me take you to the beginning.
Okay. Did you see her face? She's happy. She's happy. She put the finger up. Okay. Okay, good.
I remember I was working at Dunkin', and this guy had came into my job, and he had like complimented me, but I helped him out, got his order, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. So he came back through later, and he had bought like flowers and a card, and I thought that was really cute. And he asked me on a date in the card, so I was like, okay, cool. He had put his number in there. We were texting a little bit, and he set up a time for us to go on a date. And I was like, okay, but we hadn't gone on the date yet. The date was supposed to be like that Monday or something. And I think he came to the job on like Thursday or something like that. So he met me at the club out, and my friends are there. We're drinking, having a good time. Next thing you know, I don't know if he got too drunk or anything like that, but he starts acting all weird.
And y'all are at the club.
Yes, we're at the club. We hadn't even gotten to the date yet because we were talking that day, and I was like, I'm going out later with my friends. If you want to come, that would be cool. So he's acting all over me like he's just overly drunk, overly obsessive. And I'm like, if this is the type of person that you are, I don't even know if I actually want to go on a date with you, because how are you going to act at a restaurant? He's trying to get me to leave with them and stuff. So they end up escorting him out of the club. And he texted me that Monday morning and was asking me like, are we still going to get together? And I'm just like, I don't know if that's a good idea, because the way that you acted when we were out and you had just started drinking was very weird. So we talked about that, cleared it up. We went on the date, and the date has seemed to be going pretty well up until it wasn't. And he was asking me if I was going to leave with him. And I was telling him like, I'm not going to leave with you because this is our first date. Why would I leave with you and do anything with you? And we just went on one date. He got mad. He was like shouting a little bit. I ended up just leaving the restaurant. I don't know what he did after that, but that was probably the worst date I've ever been on. And I should have really paid attention to the signs of him in the club and not even went on the date. But
what restaurant was this?
I think we had went to like Texas Roadhouse or something.
Okay, at least the bread good. That was
exactly.
At least the bread good. Okay, now mine was a double date. All right, I ain't trying to get you in trouble, bro, but I gotta tell this. This is my actual brother, blood brother. All right, so I was chilling. I was in the military at the time. Came home to visit my little bro. We young, we having fun, we doing what we do. And meet a lady in the line. I think I was doing DMV. Back then, we didn't have the kiosks, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. We still had to go to the DMV to renew our license. Met the lady, we were talking, everything was good. She was a little aggressive, but it was fun aggressive. It was funny, you know what I mean? Like we was going back and forth bantering. You know what I mean? I like that. I'm talking. Okay, cool. Oh, this gonna go good. She calls me, whatever, and gave her my number because I was like, I want to see if she was really interested before I wasted all the time because I was only gonna be here for about 5 days, so I didn't want to waste my time. I was trying to keep my numbers up, my percentage, just being real. You know what I'm saying? You don't hit you know what's up. So she called me, hey, y'all want to meet? Let's go to Players, shoot some pool. I said, y'all, what's up? She was like, yeah, man, your brother cute. You know what I'm saying? So introduced to my homegirl. So I should have seen something with that just right there.
Right.
So
that's what you mean, your brother cute.
We not going exactly there, but I'll get to why it matters. All right, so we get there. Things are going good at first, but my bro and her started vibing really hard. Like they started like really feeling each other. You know what I'm saying? Like their vibe was like they were just in sync. Him and the homegirl.
Oh,
her homegirl. Yeah. My brother and her homegirl. Their vibe was they was vibing. You know what I mean? And so it's almost like she was trying to make me vibe with her the same way they was doing. Then it became like competition. You know what I mean? Like, why you didn't grab me like that? Why you didn't do this? Well, I mean, I didn't know I had permission to do that. This is literally, we'd only known each other 6 hours now.
Right,
this is early morning. Now this is the evening. Now that we getting ready. I don't know you. We haven't built anything. They happen to kind of have met each other before, like in a circle of a circle. So she already felt more comfortable around him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they vibing. I'm talking about they ain't kissing the nothing, but they hugged up. He pulled and she teach me how to play. He behind her poking her with the stick, and I ain't talking about the one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, hey, go ahead, bro. I ain't mad. I'm gonna be the wing man. No drama, nothing. Cool. She started looking at me. She literally comes over to me and tell me like, yo, why you ain't as nice as your bro? I'm like, we ain't even meet on some nice. Like we was literally arguing or we were talking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so me, how you want me to be? Man, she started getting aggressive, want to argue. So first I thought it was, okay, she wants to replicate what we did earlier. So I gave her a little bit of it, a little argumentative, whatever. Girl, get my drink, stuff like that. Like we in the school, you hit the girl that you really like her and stuff. Yeah, play fighting stuff. But she started escalating. That shit went from like here, 3-4 minutes later, it expanded to the point like she was trying to physically fight me. You know what I mean? Like that's what she was on. Like it got crazy, man. It was too aggressive. It was like, I was like, hey man, I don't know what you want, but what you want, I ain't on, and I'm good. And then, it was other guys that was like, hey, look, I ain't even mad. If you want that, that's what you want, my boy, go ahead. Like at this point in time, my boy, you keep the pool table, that's already paid for. We getting up out of here.
Yeah.
And my bro hit me with, damn, it's something we can do, you know what I'm saying? Like, they about to go to the net. I said, get the number, you know what I mean? And we can go. So he ended up being okay, everything. They whoop the wop the whoop. She called me 3 consecutive days, cussing me out, talking about I don't put in the same effort as my brother. Like my brother did more in that 2 hours, you know what I'm saying, than I did. Why she didn't get it? And she was the original one. Well, first of all, maybe how about you don't volunteer somebody else to come and to be a one-on-one date?
Right.
That's one thing. I do respect security. You don't know, it's weird niggas that's out here. True. So I pulled back on that. But she wanted to go out again. No, I'm good on that, man. I'll be fighting. If you're doing that with me, I know you're going to do that with other dudes. Dude might accidentally knock something over. You're going to be ready to fight. I got to fight every single time. Like, no, I'm getting no, I'm good. I'll end up being dead. So that was my worst date ever. My second one was Chick-fil-A. I was just at Chick-fil-A hanging, it's this lunch date. She said she liked Chick-fil-A. All right, cool. We're just going to go there. You know what I'm saying? Cool. It's just a quick little lunch date. And then her boyfriend comes in. her boyfriend, her baby daddy that she still lives with, comes in there. So we all sitting in there looking like boo-boo the food. Cause I mean, I got my food here now. I'm not leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm eating, bro. I ain't know nothing about you. Y'all can handle that. Don't direct nothing towards me. But I ain't getting about the seat. Cause if you want to tell her to move and go somewhere else,
right,
then that's fine. But I'm here.
Exactly.
And he shows up because he has a tag in her car.
God.
Showed up. And I said, baby, you taking penitentiary chances. That man could have blown my brains out as soon as he walked in that door. That's officially my worst date ever. So
especially if she was lying.
Oh, lying, like totally lying. Like she didn't say I'm a situationship. She didn't say I have something going on.
A crazy baby daddy.
Yeah, she didn't say nothing like that. No, they still stay together. I don't want to hear crazy baby. That nigga is not crazy. Y'all stay together and y'all had the kid ain't even like over a year old yet. Kid was like 8 months old.
Because today about 5 years today. So
yeah, I could have been dead and gone.
Facts.
What that song?
Dead
yeah,
and
gone.
Dead and gone. I could have been gone. Right. Don't do that, nobody. Listen, fellas and ladies, man, tell the truth, man. At least the one party. I'm not advocating for anything like that, but just tell the truth. If you trying to whatever on something, tell the truth, my dog. You'll come out better because people is killing people nowadays over this stuff, messing with people's hearts and all of that. Go tell the truth, y'all. So we're gonna end off on that, man. Anybody I should have told you this ahead of time, but y'all got any like closing words or any type of saying that you normally use or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want people to know? Let them know. And then also let them know how to find you if you want them to find you on any of your social media. Because I literally just got a call saying, hey, man, why you didn't call me? Let me pull up. So they're going to be coming in your box today. You don't got to tell your social media if you don't want to. But the smart ones might find you. So, you know.
I would say, I mean, mostly everybody know my Facebook. But, I mean, if you want to follow my social media, like Instagram, it's DHEE Nimzaj, so it's Jasmine backwards. NIMZAJ. Touch TOUCH.
Okay, I ain't gonna repeat that one because I ain't remember it.
Just remind it.
Tell them one more time.
The Nimzaj Touch is THEE NIMZAJ. Touch TOUCH.
All right. And that's how you find O'Shawn. And then hey, shout out to Jose, man. Appreciate you watching, my boy. How they find you, Elise? And on what social media platform do you want to give them?
You can find me on Instagram or TikTok. Instagram is Beauty Elise. It's spelled BEAUTY, Beauty. Elise is ELEASEE. The only difference is TikTok is _ Beauty Elise. So yeah.
Okay. Any sayings that you want them to know? Mine is this world will really be better if we did one simple thing, and that's treat people how we want to be treated. If you give people the same energy that you're expecting from them, this world will be a whole lot better. All right. Anything? Oh, y'all good for the day? All right, man. Listen, y'all let us know in the comments and hit up me in the inbox. Let me know, you know, how we did. Keep them, whatever. Let me know, man. All right, man. This Mr. Conversation, man. We're gonna go ahead and play this outro. My boy Jay Biggs, man. Well, I'm only gonna play the last 10 seconds because I ain't rewinding this song from the beginning. All right, we out. Y'all know